Good morning. My name is Leon Jones. I am a civil engineer for the Indiana Department of Natural Resources. Now, just sit back and imagine a society as we know it today without roads, bridges, tunnels, harbors, and buildings. Where would we be? We would be in the dark ages. So, what I'm going to talk about today is the field of civil engineering. And when it comes to civil engineering, a civil engineer is one who designs infrastructure like your roads, bridges, tunnels, sewer systems. Also, civil engineers work as project managers on construction jobs. Now, my experience in civil engineering is very extensive. I've been a civil engineer for 30 years. I have a BS and MS in civil engineering from Temple University and the New Jersey Institute of Technology. And what I've done within the field of civil engineering has been construction inspection, design, surveying, and managing construction projects. Now, what I'm going to get into are some of the sub branches of civil engineering, the opportunities in civil engineering, the qualifications, and some of the education requirements. Again, civil engineering is a broad field, and within civil engineering, some of the topics are transportation, environmental, water resources, surveying, construction management, building information modeling, architectural engineering. Now, within those fields, to become a civil engineer, if you're in high school, you must excel in math and science. Must take the SAT to get in certain colleges. Now, if you cannot get into a 4-year college, I suggest you go to a 2-year college. Number one, it's cheaper. And number two, you're not going to be in a position to where you're going to be weeded out, because in the bigger colleges, most people who start as engineers end up dropping out of the program because of the difficulty of the work that goes into being a civil engineer. Now, in civil engineering, you work pretty much in an office unless you're construction or you're a construction manager. Now, the hours vary. Again, if you work in an office, you work between 45 and 50 hours. If you're out in the field, it could be 60, 70, 80 hours. But with civil engineering, you're offered a pretty decent package. It's common that you get vacation, sick time, retirement, paid time off. Now, the average salaries range from $50,000 if you're getting started to a median of $87,000 to an experienced engineer of $100,000. Now, that also depends on what state you live in. Now, to qualify as a civil engineer, you must have a 4-year college degree from an ABET accredited institution. ABET stands for Accreditation Board for Engineering and Technology. You must take courses like physics, differential equations, chemistry, structural analysis, statics, and mechanics. Now, after you complete your 4-year degree, you're required to sit for an FE. An FE is a Fundamentals of Engineering exam. That's the first exam you take for licensure. The FE exam is given nationally at all test centers. Once you pass your FE exam, you become an EI or an EIT. following that certification of being an EIT, you work 4 years under an engineer. Once you work those 4 years, you didn't go and take your PE exam. You pass that, you are a professional engineer. Now, of course, just like every other job, engineering has its pros and cons. Now, the cons of engineering are this. If the economy is bad, you're going to get less jobs because engineering relies on construction. And there's a lot of politics behind engineering, especially on state Department of Transportation projects, because the federal government allocates states with monies to build and improve roads. Now, the advantages of being a civil engineer is the work environment is always different, and there are numerous opportunities. You can own your own firm, or you can move up into management at a current company. But overall, the field of civil engineering looks very good. But again, if you're going to get into this field, try to work as an intern. Now, a question was posed to me. Why did I become a civil engineer? I became a civil engineer because I'm a leader, I have good communication skills, I like to problem solve, and furthermore, civil engineering is a people-oriented profession. It's the oldest profession. And without civil engineers, that road that you are driving on today, that bridge that you cross, that building that you're in, would not exist without people like me who design your infrastructure. Now, thank you for taking the time to listen to this presentation. If you want to learn more about civil engineering, check out some of your local colleges like Purdue Northwest, Notre Dame, University of Evansville, or ask civil engineers. And also, if you want more information from me about civil engineering, just email me at lej6521@yahoo.com. Once again, thank you for listening to this presentation. Have a wonderful and gracious day.